Hi everyone, this is Dr. Janet Hall and I've got another video for you. This is a really important video, I think, because what I've done is I've gone into my hair analyses and I've done research on the patterns that I see with certain health symptoms such as acne or constipation, infertility, and thyroid issues. I've done the hair analyses for over 30 years and I am a toxicologist. So I really enjoy and I'm pretty good at looking at the patterns and finding the essential nutrients and the minerals that are at the root of health symptoms. If you rebalance those minerals, you can restore your health. And this video focuses on that, and it's a really great way to avoid disease and aging using minerals. So what I want to do is focus in this video the importance of making sure that you're never deficient in your minerals. And we're talking trace minerals, essential nutrients, but I think more than the multivitamins, the trace minerals are somewhat forgotten about. Most people take a multivitamin, but they forget about the trace minerals. And the trace minerals are super, super important for your body function. Just an ounce or two a day of trace minerals will really make a big difference. One of the biggest differences is that you're going to notice that it's going to improve your health. And research is showing that it actually slows aging. Trace minerals will support your hair, skin, and your nails. It definitely will provide you more energy, especially if you take your minerals consistently and don't stop and start them. I'm telling you, minerals have so many benefits. The list just goes on and on and on. So let's dig into this. Just to get started, did you know that copper can slow aging? And so my question to you is, do you know what your copper levels are? I tell you what, I'm a big believer in the hair analysis because it does show what your nutrient levels are and what your trace mineral levels are. So like, let's say you do have a problem with your thyroid and you want to know how you can support it naturally without having to get on a dependency of thyroid medications. Well, let's start off and look to see if your nutrients and your minerals that support your thyroid are out of balance. If they are, that is a great place to start. So what you can do is learn more about the hair analysis and what I do with it and how I can help you with it by going to hairanalysisprogram.com. You can shoot us an email and ask us a question, get a hair analysis, and find out all kinds of fun stuff. Alrighty. What I've done is I've put together some of the more common health symptoms that people have. I've put them in alphabetical order, and I've put down the nutrients that are common to people that have these health conditions. So I find it very, very interesting that these are the minerals that support your body's immune system to resist these disease symptoms. Let's start off with acne. People that have acne are typically out of balance in zinc and sulfur. Anemia. Those minerals are going to be iron, cobalt, copper, and selenium. If you're suffering with arthritis, there are many, many things that are required to help with arthritis. But to get started, you want to find out what your nutrient levels are that can definitely help the condition. And that's going to be calcium, copper, magnesium, potassium, and boron. If you suffer with asthma, you want to check your levels of manganese, zinc, and potassium. A lot of people have brittle nails, so I'm curious to see what their levels are for iron and zinc. Many birth defects can be sourced to a lack of nutrients and minerals as well. And the one mineral that stands out with birth defects is zinc. Well, not the one mineral. The minerals are zinc and copper, cobalt, selenium, magnesium, and manganese. So it's very important if you're thinking about getting pregnant or if you are pregnant to make sure that these mineral levels are balanced. And yes, we can do a hair analysis on someone that's pregnant. Now, cancer is a very complex issue, that is for sure. But there is one thing that I can tell you about preventing cancer or helping in your recovery from cancer, and that is to support your antioxidants. A hair analysis will show me if your antioxidant levels are down or depleted in selenium and germanium. It's very important to keep these two antioxidant levels balanced. If you're worried about Candida or yeast, which can loom for years, you want to make sure to check your zinc levels and your selenium levels. Now, heart disease is another complex issue, but there are some core minerals that need to stay balanced to prevent heart disease. Those are going to be calcium, copper, magnesium, potassium, and selenium. If you're suffering with chronic fatigue, check your levels of zinc and selenium, chromium, vanadium. Now, these are blood sugar nutrients, plus selenium is an antioxidant. Many times, a lack of energy and low energy is due to blood sugar imbalances. Constipation, believe it or not, is a lack of minerals or an imbalance of the minerals iron, magnesium, potassium, and chlorine. Now, a lot of people will take like milk of magnesia if they are constipated, but let's just take it one step further. If you suffer with constipation, check those iron levels, potassium, and chlorine levels also. If you suffer with cramping, let's make sure your calcium is balanced and your sodium. Sodium is very important to help with cramps. Depression is linked to calcium, copper, iron, believe it or not, sodium, zinc, and chromium. And you know, I should have put lithium in there as well, because low or depleted lithium levels will cause depression as well. Diabetes is another complex issue, but there are certain minerals that need to be in balance when you have diabetes. It will help you like you wouldn't believe. Keeps your blood sugar from spiking and really, really does help. And that is chromium, vanadium, and zinc. These are the blood sugar nutrients. If you have digestive problems, you want to check your levels of chlorine, chromium, zinc. Eczema and skin issues are dependent upon your levels of zinc. You want to keep those balanced. If you have a goiter on your thyroid, you want to check your iodine levels, copper, and probably I should have put lithium in there as well. Iodine and lithium definitely work together for thyroid health. Hair loss is copper and zinc. Graying hair is copper. Now, if you have a child that's hyperactive, or if you're a hyperactive adult, you would not believe how balancing your minerals are going to help keep this under control. And those minerals are going to be chromium, zinc, and magnesium, and lithium. I finally remembered to put lithium in there. A weak immune system is dependent upon a balance of zinc, selenium, and chromium. Impotence is kept in check with selenium, zinc, manganese, calcium, and chromium. Infertility is dependent upon calcium and zinc, selenium, chromium, and copper, cobalt, and manganese. Are you beginning to see the patterns? You can imagine what I see when I do the hair analysis reports. Yes, you can start seeing the patterns. Liver dysfunction is kept in check by balanced levels of cobalt, selenium, and zinc. Now here we go back to low blood sugar. And I bet you're already going to be familiar with these blood sugar nutrients, which are chromium, vanadium, zinc, and memory loss is supported by balanced manganese and germanium levels. Muscle weakness is supported by selenium, potassium, and manganese. What I see often are when manganese levels are out of balance, it's typically in people that are complaining of muscle pain, which would be like fibromyalgia. Nervousness is supported by a balance of magnesium. Osteoporosis are your bone nutrients of calcium, magnesium, and boron. PMS can be supported by keeping your zinc in balance, your chromium, and your selenium. Receding gums require calcium, potassium, magnesium, and boron. Sexual dysfunction depends upon selenium, a really great antioxidant. Zinc, manganese, iodine, and lithium are hormone nutrients. Sagging skin and wrinkles and aging. Here we're back to our copper. So you see, there is such a wonderful world of answers out there. When you do a hair analysis, it will tell me exactly what minerals your body is out of balance on. And you can ask me questions at janethall.com. You can visit us at janethall.com. And I'd like to invite you into my private Inner Circle membership. I really love it because we get up close and personal. We do a lot of deep dives. It is private, so it's a really wonderful place to share your health concerns. And it's also group support, too. A lot of people have gone through what you may be going through, and they may have some really wonderful advice on what worked well for them. Also, at janethall.com, you can find information on my hair analysis and on my detox program. I actually offer a free download of my 10 Steps to Detoxification ebook. It's a wonderful book, and it really gives you a lot of information. I have a cancer prevention program on my site, and I really like my little pH instructional booklet on how to monitor your saliva and your urine pH, where you want your pH readings to be, and how you can adjust your pH through foods. So, welcome to my world. Thank you so much for your time. Wishing you all the best in health.